Previously on Maybe the Chosen Ones.
Like her friends before, Dryia was able to fight off the shadow creature within her mind, causing a fearful vision.
Finally, the party reached the center of the maze and found the same creepy halfling girl, who quickly transformed into the mysterious Shadow Man from before.
Revealing his identity as Mortem, this dark disciple of Scoth proceeded to attack the party.
Once again, the Maybe the Chosen Ones prevailed in their fight against Mortem, prompting him to vanish into a dark void to teleport away at the last moment and leaving behind the final glowing rock.
Using all three glowing rocks, the party opened the portal of land to then purify it with a dragon scale of light. At that moment, Merkia, the celestial of land, appeared and thanked the party for their fight against the darkness and for purifying Campii.
Receiving a ring of resistance as a gift from Einsof, the party entered the portal room into the ore to teleport back to Yahar Temple in Adohi.
Returning to their home base, Fort Haven, the party was finally able to open the mysterious door in the main chamber and discovered unique chests with special items gifted by Einsof.
With their new items and renewed vigor, the party went south to Suolo to finally acquire mighty steeds, a pony for Finn, horses for Gregor and Udon, and a unicorn for Dryia.
Bringing their new mounts home to rest, the party may not be finished in Campii just yet.
The Call of Or, Heart of Tannin. The world of Tannin is home to 12 realms, protected and ruled by the Dragon Guardians. For centuries, it has been ravaged by the ever-growing Shroud of Darkness. Just when it seems that all hope is lost, 4 heroes, destined to save the world, answer the celestial calling of light set before them.
Gregor McConnor, the fierce half-elf fighter.
Udon Jadon, the spirited human bard.
Finnegan Stumblebatch, the quick-witted and wizardly gnome.
Dryia Dallas, the loyal Eladrin paladin.
What lies ahead on this epic adventure for these heroes? Who are, maybe, the chosen ones.
So we're on the road?
Yeah, you guys are on your way to Oras. It's like
We're on horseback now.
mid-morning. I mean, you guys are going to make it there by noon.
Okay.
Let's say, I mean, there's nothing to happen. It's broad daylight. You're in the middle of an open field.
Are we going?
I do have a thing I need to do. I need to fix.
Yes.
I need to fix Udon's boomerang.
But we have to decide, are we going around Pianta?
Before we get too far, but leaving the fort, I say hold up, Terra Force, our friends
in the
in.
capital.
Oh wait, what about that other faction,
Swiftleaves?
the Swiftleaves?
We'd have to go back to Adohi in order to interact with them.
Well, we're next to Adohi right now.
Yeah. Is that where we're going?
We're equidistant from Kai as we are to Oras, pretty much. I mean, Oras is way down here, Kai's over here. We're kind of right.
I don't know how inclined the Swiftleaves would be to help you guys with an
this
issue
regional
The
squabble.
Grassland.
Okay.
that's not in their region.
Is that what they pledged? They're like, if you need help here, we'll give you help here, not like universally.
Well, they didn't necessarily say. That was the Wood Elf village where they were all kind of snobs because Josh was in a mood.
Gregor has.
Okay, in all seriousness, going back to that,
Remember they're all
I was
jerks?
not having a good day that day. That's why they were all horrible people.
Wow.
It was just coming out. It was like
Wait a
passive
minute.
aggressive role playing.
Supposed to leave that at the door, man.
Yeah. This is going in the tell-all book. He made me podcast with him.
I think this the what I've deemed of the forces of Oras is enough. It would be enough to raid Pianta and
They had lots of Dragonborn.
They're
The
still in the
Terra
mood.
Force know we're coming back
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep, they do.
at some point.
Dryia
Yeah.
made a good point when coming up with your
She
route.
For once.
Do you guys want to risk kind
We
of
go
passing
around Pianta?
Pianta, or do you want to take the long way around so as not to
You can
get
just
captured?
kind of go off the road, off the main road.
We would want to not go through Pianta, yeah. So, I mean, unless we do, just so I can walk by the window and go back as we pass by.
Everyone's on the lookout for you.
The other option is if we go back to the temple of Elan, because we're right next to our temple.
We could teleport.
Yeah.
Let's teleport. Can our horses teleport?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do that. Whatever's quicker.
All right. Yay, we can go through the orb.
Okay, so you guys enter
Thank you
through...
for that travel recommendation, Dry. I would not have thought of it.
You guys enter through the temple, the first temple that you guys cleared. Go back to it, kind of have some fond, distant memories of back when you were, a little bit less functional as a group than you are now.
Kind of like each other.
Yeah.
You find yourselves in the portal room once again, but now, obviously, there are 2 doors available to you.
Do we see Elan, the forest celestial?
Gregor runs up to it and says, "Blue can do, we can too!" and gallops his horse through.
Skidoo! How's that for a name? Oh, we can't name it.
It's
not bad!
Okay, so yeah, you guys go through the new door that was just recently formed, and you find yourselves in Elan Temple.
We get to visit your girlfriend. Finn.
That's an exaggeration.
But
No.
you really liked her.
You're really into the manly ones, aren't you?
She had that cool hair.
She had that weird hair.
It was mohawk.
Yeah, it was
Out of
weird.
Grassland.
It's like
Shoot, I don't remember what voice I did for her.
Bold choice.
She's probably sassy.
dainty and feminine and like wilting flowers.
Well, isn't that
clinging
special?
to
She says
winter's
as
chill.
she hears you
Ah!
saying this as you go through the door.
Oh,
I'm not
hello
making eye
again.
contact.
She like strokes your cheek as you walk.
Yeah,
past her.
thank you. Yes. Still got the hair. Thank you.
Finnegan, you got this one in the bag in a way I'll never understand. What are you doing?
No, I'm
He's
out.
a wizard, remember? He's got magic.
Is that why they love him?
It's called
I'm through the
not trying so hard.
Is it
I
called
don't try.
charisma?
My charisma's 8. 8's a wonderful number. 8 happens to be the number of letters in the alphabet.
My charisma is 17.
Oh wait, no, that's octaves in a piano.
So we're riding on.
Riding on.
Yeah, so you guys, you're riding on, and
Can I do the mending spell while we're riding?
what's
Mending?
that? Wait,
The mending.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Mending thing
Yeah.
to like fix the boomerang.
you're
Oh, yeah.
a decently skilled magician.
All right.
All right,
Thank you.
You have a boomerang.
by this point,
Thank you.
I'm gonna say you guys are able to reach Oras by evening. It's like nighttime as you guys are getting there. And
Alright.
Dawson, you have a I think it was here.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you
right.
have an enchanted
Hand axe.
hand axe to pick up.
My orders didn't fill. I check my app.
My God, it was weeks ago.
And it's early evening, so the shop would still be open.
The shop was still open. I
Kicks the door down anyway.
kick the door down, and then I feel really awkward about like asking for things that I know are supposed to be done, but you never know if the person working is like, on the same page, or like, maybe the app says it's complete, but maybe they didn't actually do it, and I start to get self-conscious about
It's
retail.
still baking.
So I just stand in the doorway.
I'm gonna walk by. Get your axe yet?
Well, did you open the door?
I kicked it.
Yeah, so you kicked it, and the little bell that they had like hanging over it makes one tink sound because you break it off because you break the whole door, and the bell flies off and clatters across the desk or across the counter, and Sibo looks up. Oh, you!
Was he a gnome?
Yes. He recognizes you, sees, and then immediately sees the damage that you just, and he hops off his stool and disappears behind the counter. You hear some clattering around, and then you hear some labored steps and the sound of something dragging.
He's gonna kill you.
And
Is everyone else in the room with me?
Yeah.
was everybody else in there?
Yeah.
Not at first, but
Is
I think
everyone
I poked my
with
head
me
in.
now?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Wait, do we leave our horses outside?
Oh shoot! I forgot to tie down my horse.
They're running.
I mean,
Sirens go.
I feel like
Yeah,
Leora doesn't go anywhere. Like, she'll stay wherever I am, so she probably can watch the other horses.
I hitch my horse to the hitching post outside the stall.
yeah.
I think Byron's probably poked his head through someone's window.
Eating their garden.
So as you guys are all watching this, you see Sivo with just kind of a peeved look on his face, and he is dragging behind him this axe.
Roll for
Just-
initiative.
Just stomping towards you.
He can fix the door, by the way. He's got
He keeps
Cow
stomping and kind of grumbling to himself, and he swings up the axe so that the blade just kind of like almost touches your nose, and it's just like right in front of your face, and he just says, "Here you go."
That was a bit extra, but thanks. And I hold my axe in my hands, and what's different about it?
There is a there's very little different about it, but you can see just slightly on the edge of the blade, on the edge of the curved blade, there's a slight blue glow. As it so basically what that allows it to do is you're able to do, I think it was
Magical weapon attacks.
no, yeah, but what type of damage was it? I think it was slashing.
Slashing.
You're able to do slashing damage.
That counts as a magical.
To any magical creature that is resistant or immune to slashing.
Okay.
It's that enchantment negates that.
Nice. Of course, now this elven longsword of mine, which I dearly love, does that have? Can that attack magical things, or?
I don't think it would have any enchantment. I just think it's a very excellently crafted blade, and so it just does more damage.
Yeah,
you
I
know,
love that.
than a normal blade would do. But I don't think it's
It
enchanted.
isn't okay.
Now, however, you can enchant it if you so desire.
I've got my axe for magic things, and I've got my sword for everything else. I feel more capable than I have.
But yeah, so now if you guys run into another elemental or anything, you can just hit it.
Cool. Rather than running off with buckets of water.
Xbox!
Yeah, threatening all the millennials that their Xboxes are going to be destroyed.
So what's broken on the door?
Basically, it's just the hinges. He kicked it. He kicked it so squarely that it literally just flew forward, just busting the hinges off the wall. So.
I flip him. I tip him one silver piece.
Okay.
And I'm gonna stay behind and mend the door.
Aww.
And it takes a minute for.
Let's all go get drinks, Suzanne and Ryle, while he fixes the door.
So I'm just making eye contact with him the entire time, not saying anything. Just waiting for it to be over.
And he's making eye contact with you, but he's
Yep.
and then he responds. Yep.
Are you guys from the same village?
No, you racist.
It's a heck of a thing to say to the world builder, Josh.
All gnomes know each other, right?
They're from this one forest gnome village.
I want to imagine this, just Dry digging herself deeper.
I thought there were. I was just curious.
Hey,
I'm gonna go outside.
And then I'm gonna say,
don't mind her. She grew up in a really privileged neighborhood.
and then I'm gonna say to him, how are the kids?
And see.
Yep. That's all.
Is there a place to buy a chain shirt?
A chainmail shirt?
Yeah.
Yes.
Need that?
There's a
Well,
Yeah.
I'm proficient in medium armor now.
Ooh.
there's an armory.
So, thought
Yeah.
I might get myself a chain shirt.
The capital.
Yeah, you can go to the armory.
I say, ooh, try on this one, and I hold up a chain bikini.
Oh god.
Do you remember that one time we were in a runway show?
Yeah.
What a life we've led.
It Good times.
Udon, the armory is right across the street from you guys.
Can I purchase a chain shirt?
Yes, you can.
In the book, it's 50 gold pieces.
That's how much it is then.
Sweet.
As you walk up to the armory, you see Fargrim, who is a, you recognize him as a hill dwarf. And he was just about to switch the open sign to closed.
Sorry, you closed? I mean, it's not too much trouble, but I mean, we're just gonna be in here for a second.
He's turned away from you, facing the wall as he was switching it. You see him kind of stop for a second, and he switches it back to open. And he turns around, this is the most dwarfy dwarf that you can imagine. I mean, he is.
We're profiling a lot, Nick.
He has kind of like almost like an armor braided into his beard, which is waist length.
How do I do that? Teach me.
Big round ears. His face is very dirty from making armor and stuff like that. His hands are just massive. I mean, he is just the most muscular. His arms, his biceps are just. He's very strong. Just very dense.
Small and dense.
Yeah, Finn gets chills up his spine.
He turns around, expecting to see some very, just his retail. He's expecting to see a Karen or something.
Mr. Manager, my chain link shirt broke. After one use in combat.
I shouldn't need a receipt.
I have a coupon.
Yeah.
And so he turns around, and I mean, he sees you, Udon, and I mean, you see kind of a change in his face, and because he was expecting someone that he was going to find very annoying, but he sees you, and I mean, just based on your stature, your bald head, the tattoos, everything. I mean, he's just like
dude.
he's impressed.
She's one of the dudes.
He like sees you, and he's just like, the first customer I've had that could be capable in combat.
Hey! Can I hold up my hand to give him a
I
hand?
do the Travolta to Dryad.
He grabs you, bro hugs you. I mean, it's like,
I'm guessing I don't look very cute. My dude.
They make up a secret handshake.
And he says,
Yes.
"What can I do for you?"
I am in the market for
I'm so glad I'm done.
chain shirt.
Chainmail. All right.
Yeah, sorry I keep saying chain shirt. That's what it says in the book instead of chain mail shirt.
Your catalog.
It just says chain shirt, which is why I keep saying that. So I'm interested in some chain shirt.
All right. I mean, are you just thinking some generic chainmail or any other types of metals? Obviously, it's going to bring you up a little bit more in the price range.
I mean, sell me on it. Sell me. What do you have?
All right. Well,
What are you good at?
I mean, frankly, everything else. I'm just going to preface this by saying it's much more expensive.
Sure.
It's going to go up into the 200-300 gold pieces marks.
Okay.
And
Where's your clearance section?
you see that pile of broken things down by the pit?
All the armor has holes in it. Where the last person got stabbed.
Yeah.
A dead arm is still in it.
Ooh!
That's 50% off.
I'm good.
Are you sure? It's pretty good. I'm just getting past all the blood stains and the rust.
Jeez, I'm good.
You could say it's war paint.
It's war paint.
Is there like a little goblin wiping off the clearance section?
He's got his own grimble.
Planting the rose.
Oh
No, you see a small dwarf boy. Fairgrim introduces him as his nephew, his useless nephew. But it was just so I've got just a good old fashioned chainmail.
Which is like.
Udon, this one! I point to a mannequin of a chain bikini.
Or that one! The complete opposite.
It's like a morph suit of chain.
It's a onesie.
It's just a baggy hoodie. Chainmail.
Snuggie of
Yeah.
chainmail.
You can now enter combat in comfort.
Enter combat in
Oh my god.
You need it! You need it!
Just so you know, you can buy that. That's a real
I'm
thing if you
good.
want it.
Don't you
I'm
tempt me.
You can just do the normal 50.
I clear my throat
Yeah.
and I
Yep,
and I
okay.
walk
Yep.
and I approach Udon and I say, in all seriousness, I would recommend one that goes down about to mid-thigh, so that covers your upper legs. You need less shin protection, and one that's about half the sleeve, because if you do more than that, it starts to get really heavy. And you've got gauntlets for that sort of thing.
Sure do.
So you can reduce the need for armor on the upper parts of the arm. But that's just my thumb.
It's like he's
I do an
lying.
insight check.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll just do a change.
A single breastplate is for. What does a whole suit of armor cost?
It's like 1600 or something.
It's like 900.
You wouldn't happen to have any of those, Mr. Dwarf, would you? In the clearance
Greg,
section.
you've got like 100
Yeah.
less.
I have 12 gold.
He points at the like armor bikini and says, "That used to be a full suit."
I'm going shopping somewhere else.
Don't we have a mission
Oh, no.
to do? Okay, I'm
Um,
gonna buy this chain shirt.
Did you want to exchange the other stuff, try to get a better deal, or?
Sure.
Okay, what are you exchanging?
My studded leather. What's
Studded
it say?
leather?
The book is 45 gold pieces, but it's used.
It's used. He's gonna give you 10 gold pieces back for that.
Perfect.
All right, so 40 gold pieces, plus your armor for the
Cool.
thing.
40
Go.
gold pieces.
You got it.
Thank you.
All right. Now, please, your business has been fantastic, but it is not time. And dwarves.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's
but-
probably closing hours.
I'm sleepy now.
We gotta go talk to the Dragonborn. And the fights. Or we could sleep. Let's do it.
Off we go.
Let's go talk.
Do you want to go to sleep and do this bright and early in the morning?
I want to talk to the Gregor, you see his dispositions start to grow serious, and he remembers what's at stake, and he wants to talk to us as soon as possible.
Okay.
I don't want to wait. If you all want to
I think
get
that makes sense.
You
Let's
could.
go.
Yep.
Yeah.
We just slept.
What?
I feel like we just slept.
Yeah, we haven't done anything.
But a full
all
day has passed.
It has been it has been like
Oh, we did.
12 hours.
We traveled. So.
Even
Yeah.
still.
Traveling days are hard.
I'm kind of getting ore lag though, so I'm a little tired, but I'm still gonna go.
Okay. So you approach the palace place.
The ancestral home. It's the young green dragon, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is this the one that intimidated us
Young
so much?
brown dragon.
We intimidated him.
You intimidated.
Oh, this is the sad guy.
Yeah.
Sad voice.
Sad boy. Oh.
As you guys are approaching the building, you look up and you see on that perch, on that porch place, you see the dragon standing there, kind of looking a lot more confident in itself.
He's had an arc.
Well, he just had a chance to cool off. You know.
I hope so. That was days ago.
You guys enter there or go up to the gate. Or to the main door. You're greeted by Zamu. Yep.
Yeah.
You're greeted by Zamu, who kind of told you guys, "Hey, here's the quest. Go do that while this guy's having a chance to cool off, and when you get back, he'll probably be good." So Zamu is there waiting for you guys.
I ask him what's new.
Great. There's another city that hates us.
He has this contorted grin, kind of like he's trying not to kill you, and a little bit of smoke comes out of his nose.
That was so funny, Gregor.
Thank
I get it.
I put a hand on the new soldier and say, save that energy for later.
Yeah.
We'll need it.
And so he kind of cools off and he just says, "How'd it go?
Yeah.
We cleared the darkness. You're welcome.
All of it?"
Well,
Yes.
I mean,
The whole world.
We cleansed the portal of land.
You did.
how's he gonna check?
Well then,
Can't you feel the lightness in the air?
Yeah.
There's less darkness.
I try and dig the rock out of my ring, but out of my bag, but I end up getting like the wrong thing. I just hold up like one of the health potions. Shoot, sorry.
He looks at that and he just kind of gives you a thumbs up. Like
Yeah.
he just says, "Well, I suppose you'll be wanting the help of the name of the
Terra
the
Force.
Terra Force."
All the help we can get.
That'd be great.
Yeah, you guys seem very, very strong.
We are.
And handsome.
Very,
Two.
What? Do we always need to go
sexy.
there?
He's a very handsome dragon.
Yeah, you're saying that to us,
We are on the eve of battle.
Mr. Chainmail Bikini. Another good name for a horse.
That makes me stroke my head.
And this is my horse, Chainmail Bikini.
What is life?
Where were we?
Moo says, I appreciate so much what you guys have done for Campii. This is amazing. This has been something that has been terrorizing our land for a long time.
Something far worse is terrorizing your land even still.
Oh, yeah, your brother.
Okay. Gregor was adopted. Technically, they're not blood related,
It's
so
very
it's kind of an
complicated.
insult to compare them
Okay,
like that.
well, okay, let's get on with the business. Just a small matter. In order to join our ranks, there is a brief, very simple initiation process.
What do we need to join your ranks?
Oh god, they're gonna paddle us.
You join us.
You're joining our ranks. We're conscripting you for this
No.
mission.
There's like
Yeah,
four
there's
of
an
us.
initiation process to join us.
Right!
What is that?
Hold on, what do they need to say?
I
I
think I missed
have no obligation to you specifically as a...
I
So,
roll intimidation.
What do you want us to do?
Oh,
I'm intimidating, and that's a 6. And I say, we cleanse your land of darkness, and even still the blight of Narcis Mate rules over Pianta, ever poisoning the heart and soul of this land. And you would ask us to do you a favor?
You roll a 6 for intimidation?
Yeah.
So he burps in the middle.
He says, yeah, he says,
And
He
I
says-
say, excuse me.
Yeah.
he says, listen to me, boy.
Ooh, I don't like that.
Dang.
That's as far as I got in my head. Sorry. No, listen to me, boy. The Terra Force is a force to be reckoned with. We are strong and fierce, and we will help you, but you have to play by our rules.
What do you want us to do?
Prove yourselves in single combat.
Okay. With who?
Me.
Is that a joke?
I immediately volunteer.
Why?
Oh, I thought it was gonna be each of us.
I punch him in the face.
Yeah. He reaches up, blocks your hand, and he says, "I'm just kidding. It's not me,
Oh.
but it's this guy." Just a human man walks up from the corner.
Fire Nation. Man.
The boulder.
Hi, I'm Ted.
My name is Tim.
Oh god.
Tim.
Yeah. So now you guys are gonna just right here in the main room are gonna each of you.
Right here, right now. I don't see what this proves, but let's get it over with.
I want to mess up this entrance hall. I'm aiming for the
So
paintings.
Zamu kind of clears back some tables and chairs and makes a space. So Tim lines up.
Tim. What's Tim look like?
He's just a normal looking dude. I mean, he's frankly he's a very generic looking
You
dude.
can't say that because I'm imagining him in a shirt and tie.
No,
He's
okay. So,
identical to Gregor.
Brother.
Generic.
it's me,
Generic.
your cousin.
Yeah.
No,
What?
But he got short hair, kind of a dirty blonde,
Who's
saucy
going
blonde.
first?
Please, actually, all of you roll a d20 for me.
2.
10.
13.
That one.
That one, Dawson, you go first.
All right.
So, you guys are just one-on-one lining up for good old-fashioned, normal freaking combat.
Hand-to-hand or weapons?
Weapons.
It's not killing shot. It's the training room.
So they have all these obstacles that they purposefully placed.
Did we relocate?
No, you guys are they
Okay.
placed all this.
They
stuff.
like quickly rushed this in. I
Yeah.
love that.
This is a stupid waste of time.
You're right. But we're doing
Shut
it
up,
anyways.
Tim. Initiative. I roll a 16. No, 17.
You rolled a 2. So, obviously, you're gonna go first.
Yep. I rush him with, and I draw for the first time in battle my shining gold elf sword. To be a 9. Like
That
this is a-
misses.
No, 10.
That also misses.
I use second wind. No, I use action surge. 14.
That hits.
All right.
So Tim raises his shield up to kind of try to block this hit, but he doesn't do it in time.
13.
Damage, really?
Yeah, I rolled a 9 on the d10, so.
Okay.
Roll.
With all the fury as if I were striking Narcis himself, because I'm so irritated
Yeah,
that I have
yeah.
to go through this hurdle.
He, just so you guys know, he is like annoyingly cordial. Like that you get that hit on him, and he just kind of like he just looks at he's like that was good.
Funny.
All right, so now he is wielding a mace, so he lifts up that mace.
about with the world featherweight champion of the
Go, Gregor!
And he rolls a nat 20.
Oh,
Tim,
we need him!
That's gonna be 10 damage to you.
10 damage.
Gregor was one-hitted by a mace before, by the bugbear.
Oh god.
You got this, dude.
25 then.
To hit? Yes.
Oh my gosh. Nice. Oh!
Another 13.
Whoa.
Okay.
26 damage in 2 turns.
Dang.
All right.
I'm just
Does
wait.
Gregor
I'm
seem a little...
For all intents and training
Intense.
purposes,
right now?
Tim is non-fatally bloodied, quote unquote.
His jaw's hanging off
Yeah.
one eyeball.
And
Joe
so
Rogan goes, "Oh, that got him."
he like cracks his jaw back into place.
Oh
And
my
he's just
God.
like, dude, you're really great.
I'm gonna lean over to Drya and say, is this guy
Oh my
some
God.
sort of undead?
Well,
No.
he rolls
I'm not
another
getting that
nat
vibe.
20.
What?
I roll same damage. He rolls a second crit. This is weird.
This battle's cursed.
Yeah, so that's gonna be another 10 damage.
Another 10. Okay. I'm down to 24. So 21. That hits. And okay. 7.
To 7 damage.
Yep, 7 damage.
Cool.
7 damage. All right, you hit him. He takes the hit. He kind of raises his hand and lowers his shield, and he looks over at Zamu, and Zamu nods at him, and he just looks at you and he's just like, "You're in
Is the fair over?
for you." And now,
I huff off behind and I pat the shoulders of everybody and I just like kill him.
Technically, if one of us does, none of the other of us have to do it.
and now it's Udon's turn. Tim goes and takes a seat, and another individual walks out.
Well,
it's not Tim.
Hold on, I agreed to fight Tim.
Yeah, who's this guy?
Not Bob.
And he looks at you, and this guy has jet black hair, kind of slicked back.
Hate him.
He's got kind of like a leather jerkin, and
That's what they call you, I bet. Leather jerkin, huh?
and
Leather jerk off.
and he looks up at you and he says, "My name is Sergio.
Cute.
Roll for initiative."
Kill him!
16.
All right, you go first.
First of all, I start talking to him, and I'm like, "Hey, so how long have you worked here?" And while I'm talking to him, I'm like loading up my crossbow. Yes, well, you know-
He like runs his fingers through his hair and he's just like, "Oh, you know, 2 years."
Oh wow.
He's getting product all over his hands, I just want to say.
This is
His sword's
very
getting really
sticky.
slippery. You're practically an expert.
definitely
Excellent,
yes.
excellent.
That hits.
So with my hand crossbow in one hand and then my repaired boomerang in another, I let off the crossbow. 8. And then I throw my boomerang at him. Huh, nat 20!
Okay.
Boomerang!
Hey!
Boomerang!
Roll and then double
Crit.
damage.
Okay, so I threw it. 17. Jeez.
So the first hit like hits him on the side of the head and he's just like, "Oh my goodness, that was spectacular." And then it hits him on the other side of the head.
And then I catch it.
And then he just like he's holding both sides of his head and he's just like, "I think I have a concussion."
Quit! Just quit! Haven't we proved ourselves?
And he
Tap out.
And he kind of shakes his head and he charges you. And he rolls a 3, so it doesn't matter what he adds to that. He misses. He's just like, "Oh, forgive me, I am very dazed."
I've dropped my crossbow because I can't, reload it again. But my boomerang is still in my hand. But I also take out my exotic dagger.
Okay, you take out the exotic dagger.
Okay, so first I throw my boomerang. 12.
That hits.
That it? So that gets a 6.
Okay, so you throw your boomerang, and Sergio, he's like standing there, and he's just kind of like shaking his head, and just kind of like dizzying around. And he's just like, you're very, very good with the boomerangs. And then it just hits him like square in the forehead, and he's just like, I told you, you're very. And he just falls over, just totally knocked out. Tim comes out and just like drags the body, drags the unconscious body off the
nice to
battlefield,
meet you.
and Tim looks up at you and he just gives you a thumbs
nice.
up.
I'll give him my number.
And now,
I'm thinking about it.
and now it is Drya's turn. This time, Drya,
Clap you on the back.
you see female dragonborn.
Alright.
And she
I'm ready, guys. You got this.
She walks up and she introduces herself as Hilda Fire.
Ooh.
Whoa. I am Drya Dallas, and you're going down. 19 for initiative.
13. You go first.
Ooh, no.
Yeah, dude. Nice. I'm gonna run up my sword and shield, and
And this as fast as you can. Use all the things.
Yeah.
Don't hold back. Don't hold back.
Throw your horse at her.
my magic.
Okay.
I play my Cittern and give her a bardic inspiration.
Is that
No. These are one-on-one fights. This is you're entirely.
I hear it though.
No. But that's the whole point of this initiation. Is there? It's
I guess.
You try to like look inconspicuous. Like you're just playing
I'm gonna
yourself,
do
but
thunder.
and also just really
I'm
quick,
just composing.
for the next two of you. I didn't mention it because neither of you needed this information. The way that the environment is set up, that with the rocks and stuff like that, you can use that to your advantage.
Alright.
Do it. I'm gonna use Thunderous Smite.
What?
Yeah, so like that misses. That's like a 9.
Yeah, that misses. Now it is Hilda Fire's turn.
Alright.
And she rolls a 4, but okay, and they have multi-attack.
Dragonborn do?
The thing that I'm using for all of the stats for these NPCs.
Oh, okay.
13.
Nope.
Okay.
No,
She misses.
Attack again. That's 18 to hit. So I do 9 slashing damage plus my Thunderous Smite, 5 thunder damage. And then she has to make a strength saving throw. She's with us! We push back. She's in the band! My DC, which is 13.
Okay. 12.
No,
Depends
so
on the
she's
demographic.
knocked
I thought it
10
was
feet
about
back
music
into the wall and
preferences.
then not prone.
Okay. Hilda Fire is prone. Alright, so Hilda Fire stands up. Megan.
What?
Hilda Fire stands
Okay.
up. She looks at you.
Fire.
She looks
I'm
at you
so
and
fire,
spits
fire.
out a tooth.
That's great.
Ooh, a dragonborn tooth.
I mean, I'm above her, so wouldn't she have disadvantage because I'm
I
higher?
barely know.
I have
The
the
higher
high
ground.
ground.
Yeah, okay, so she has disadvantage
Yeah.
on both of her attacks
Yeah.
against you. Alright.
Dude.
Okay, so the first hit misses,
Yeah.
and the second hit is a 19 plus
That's
4.
really?
Yeah.
That die makes all your rolls sound angry.
Yeah, that just barely hits.
Alright, so she hits you with her second attack, and she deals 5 bludgeoning damage to
Okay. I'm gonna do Thunder Smite again.
you.
And that's a 20.
Yeah, it hits.
6 slashing damage.
Okay.
And then 10 thunder damage.
Okay, you knock Hilda Fire once again all the way back to the back wall, into that back corner. She hits the wall with kind of like a flat thud, and just kind of like sinks down, and is just kind of like sitting on her butt. And she looks at you, and she's just like, "Welcome."
The fire! We're like, well, that's so failure.
Oh! Okay.
Drya, you inspire me.
All right.
I
like
hug you.
we like bear
Aw.
hug you. Like, you guys are the best.
Hey.
Finn, don't fail.
You're going to help me slaughter my lifelong nemesis. Kill him with lightning.
Yeah, we'll leave that to you.
Burn him
Well,
to
again.
crisp.
Gregor's in a mood.
All right.
What's his name again?
So
Narcis.
Finn,
Nemesis.
I
Finnegan.
You can.
I hated enemy.
Finnegan, you take your place, right?
All right, yeah.
And so you look and you see a tall, hulking very muscular elf.
That doesn't
Sick.
seem right.
And they're walking towards you.
All right.
And
Do it. Yeah.
they're walking towards you. And as they get to the edge of the ring, and at this point, you're like sweating profusely, and because they look very intimidating.
No.
they-
I'm going into this super confident.
Yeah!
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
But you're a little nervous. Whatever. Fine. Okay.
I mean, I have to perform in front of a crowd,
Yes.
so.
So this big, tall, muscle elf is walking towards you, and they get to the edge of the map, and they get down on one knee, and from their back swings, doing a very flowery front flip, a gnome.
Oh God.
Is it a girl? You got
Oh.
food!
Anyway, what are you doing?
Veronica.
Yeah,
Do
is
we-
it a girl?
Do we like introduce ourselves?
It is.
Get a number.
Get her number! I like the
That's the end of the episode.
Oh,
You're all right, kid. You're all right.
Gregor would say this.
She looks at.
You're learning.
I made a joke.
Yeah, I got that one.
Yeah.
She looks at you, and she says, "My name is Priscilla."
And we all go.
Finnegan Stumblebatch, pleasure to meet you. How much is your pride worth?
Okay, well, you guys are like on opposite sides. You can't shake hands. You guys
Okay.
are.
Really
I retract my hand, a little embarrassed.
Yeah.
Mage.
And I'm gonna try, mage hand, shake her hand. I'm gonna say, how much will it take for you to throw this match?
Persuasion.
Whoa.
Because I promise you,
Do an intimidation.
by the end
check
of this,
for me.
you'll wish you took me up on this offer.
No, wait, Matt, do a performance check.
Sounds great.
Well, it's probably deception or intimidation.
I'm doing performance because he's.
Whoa.
That's a 21.
Okay.
I did not expect this. I don't know what's gonna happen now.
I didn't plan this far ahead.
She walks across the field to you and she says, "Priscilla is impressed, but I will not back down because we have to fight. Otherwise, you cannot join our ranks, and we cannot help you."
I did warn you. And then I walk back to my spot.
Give her your room number if she goes easy on you.
I run back. I scroll down. No, okay. Alright, off we go.
Oh, I already know where you're staying.
Oh.
We don't even know where we're staying. Oh my god.
I just made arrangements.
What does that mean?
If you want, I can get an invisible servant up in the mix.
What does that mean?
I'm in.
Let's do the initiative.
Ladies, come on.
Whoa. That's great.
What'd you get?
That's a 23.
Okay. Yeah, you go first.
Alright.
That was your initiative roll?
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
It's all downhill from here.
Alright, in one fluid motion, I walk back to my spot, turn around, throw out my palm, and just raise my hand up, and I cast Levitate.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's our wizard.
She has to make
What?
She has to make a Constitution saving throw.
21.
Ha!
No.
You know, that'll do it.
So what? She just is back on the ground again?
Shake it off. Shake it off. You
She
never
no,
left.
she never left the ground, and Finnegan's confidence evaporates.
No, don't forget the dream. You are a real wizard.
I'm so sweaty. What's happening?
She looks at you from across the field and just says, "Oh, is it my turn now?"
I don't perform well in front of women either, but
Alright, she moves 25 feet up next to you.
Hi.
And she rolls. Dang it, she rolls in that 20.
Stop rolling those.
I misspoke. How much do I have to pay you?
10 damage.
Oh, okay. That's no problem. It is a problem, but I'm being
Okay.
I'm being
I'm gonna
falsely confident.
let you go.
I'm gonna do it again.
Okay.
Levitate. Constitution saving throw.
3.
Woo!
Okay.
give her a lift. face, Liv.
She rises up in the air. How tall is this room we're in?
Oh gosh, it's like probably a good 40 feet.
Alright, so I'm gonna go halfway and raise it to the maximum of 20 feet. She is just hovering there and can only move by grabbing another object and using it to propel herself.
Okay.
She is completely weightless.
She looks down at you and she just says, "That was very good. That was very, very good." And then she...
Don't act surprised! He's our wizard!
Hang on, she's not finished.
How long does the spell last for?
10 minutes, sir.
Sick.
Does anything cancel the spell?
It's a concentration spell. So,
Okay.
if you hit me hard enough.
She kind of like wiggles around trying to figure out how to move or whatever, and she's just like, "Ugh." And she reaches behind her and she pulls out her crossbow. And
You should move!
she rolls
Oh
a
yeah, I forgot. You can do that.
Move.
14 to hit.
My AC is 14.
Yay!
Thunder wins.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
dodged that bolt.
We're so proud of him. Nice.
I like try and do the thing where I like just like turn to dodge it, but I stumble a bit.
Well, and you know what also happened? She's not used to levitating, so when she shot,
Imagine.
she doesn't have any sort of like balance, any way to like
okay.
brace herself against the shot. So she actually like kind of does a couple of
Oh,
backflips.
fun. Okay, cool. Before I do anything, I'm gonna like call up again. Would you like to reconsider my offer before this gets embarrassing?
Oh, but you're doing so good.
All right. I point at her and cast Firebolt.
Delicious.
Firebolt is the left.
Firebolt is the cantrip.
All right. So what is?
I got
Does she do anything against that? Or?
Nope, I gotta roll for it.
She's just
Okay.
a floating marshmallow.
That's a 14.
That hits.
All right.
Roasted.
Nice.
Oh, that's brutal.
1 damage.
You don't add anything to that?
Not spells.
Not 2 damage, no. And then, after doing that, I use a bonus action to cast Misty Step.
Okay.
I have that. What is that? You can teleport.
That is a like minor teleportation spell.
Where have you teleported to?
I have teleported to behind this cover. I'm hiding.
Okay. I just reload my crossbow.
Alrighty. Yeah, can I like move to half cover within a turn, attack, and then move back?
Yeah.
As long as it's within your movement speed, absolutely.
Okay. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm showboating at this point, so I'm like throwing my leg up in the air before I pitch and doing the like, whole
Yes.
thing. And I throw magic missile
Dope.
Yes.
towards her. So 6 plus 5, 11 damage.
There we go.
That's some damage. Good job, Finn. I forgot your name.
And I tumble back under the rocks. My little gnome butt sticking out.
All right. She just chills there.
I feel the need to mix it up a little just to make this more entertaining. Okay.
Mix it up!
Trying out
Yeah.
his different spells.
Yeah.
Give it the old 1, 2.
This is the time to do it, man.
We're
Yeah.
here all night. He's
Yeah.
reading his spell book.
I start doodling pictures of me hacking Narcis's body apart. That's just stick figures.
Writing with like little hearts over the eyes. Gregor, King of Pianta.
Yes!
Alright, I'm gonna throw a chromatic orb at
Oh
her.
my
I
god.
was waiting for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be lightning because I feel like that's the flashiest.
Sick. We all put on our sunglasses for
Yeah.
this attack.
21.
That very much hits by a lot.
Julio. 10 damage.
Okay. Now you're getting down there.
And I moonwalk back into cover.
She is just kind of laughing hysterically because she knows there's nothing she can do about it.
Cool. I feel kind of bad now. Alright.
It's just your turn again.
Yeah, magic missile.
Okay.
10 damage.
You hit her with these magic missiles, and she, after the third one hits and the dust settles, your levitation spell ends, and
Okay.
she floats down, and she reaches out and she says, "I I'll take that handshake now.
I cast Invisible Servant and have it shake her hand.
Oh, that's terrifying.
She makes out with the invisible servant.
He's shapeless! Why are you doing that?
Oh, get in on that! What are you doing? I don't know.
Invite her out for drinks with us.
Sweep her off her feet.
Why do you encourage his womanly pursuits and not mine?
Because you have a woman.
Because she initiated it.
You have a woman waiting for you.
She could be dead.
She could be, but still.
Let's go find
She's
her.
my number 1. I have a number 2 and a number 3. I do not gesture to either of you in particular. Not the 16-year-old boy she remembers.
Well, she's
That's
not
all
the
kinds of
16-year-old girl. You remember.
Zimu walks up to you guys.
Oh, and while he was taking his time deciding to be fancy, I look over to Dry and I go, "That's me. That's Narcis."
Did you
Eyes. Let me see.
Someone told me I should have hot eyes.
Did you actually draw it? Oh, I love it! I love it!
Gregor, you're very talented.
I mean,
Yeah, so Zimu walks up to you guys and he just says, "You have all more than proved yourselves."
Thank you.
I'm about to throw up.
we proved
That was
us.
so much.
He walks up to Gregor, and he just says, "My friend, I'm sorry to take away from any time that you think that you feel was wasted in leading to this.
It's time for sleep."
Yep, it's tradition, and I cannot negate tradition, but you have all proved yourselves more than superbly, and the Terra Force is proud to fight beside you all.
Then tomorrow, continue that tradition, and let's give him the what for that the Terra Force is known for.
He says, at sunrise, meet back here. We will go over final plans, but the men are ready.
Right.
Do you have a
Let's-
space for us to sleep?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
The little girl no mentions.
I was told there have been
Arrangements.
arrangements.
yes, he just says, yes. She was being saucy. Dang it. We have.
Really adds to it.
She was not entirely lying though. We have as collectively got some rooms put together for you here in the ancestral home. Just up this way, and you are led to have your own room. Since the beginning of your journey, and frankly, Gregor, since before you remember, these are the nicest rooms and nicest beds that you have ever slept in.
Look, it's a bed I'll never get to sleep in.
Oh my god.
Just try.
Well, I guess I could for half the night
There you go.
and just kind of sit there and pretend to sleep.
Yeah.
Okay,
Being
so
a hero of the land is finally paying
So
off.
Drya, you tentatively, everybody leaves, the door is closed behind you, and you
So I
tentatively.
watched Netflix all night.
Yes. No, what you do is
Josh
just
and Megan's real life.
I hear from like behind her door. I see the
Yeah.
light under her flickering.
Yeah, and
Bunny
Finnegan,
slippers on.
and Finnegan just lying in bed hears this and goes, I love this one.
Drya, you're alone in your room, and for the first time ever, you actually consider laying down in the bed. Because you've never had to, but you try to. So you lay down in the bed and are just enveloped by its incredible softness. And without intention, you genuinely fall asleep.
What?
Gosh.
That is how comfortable these beds are.
Except I probably
Lord
out of that
almighty.
just pop into the ore because.
Yes, as soon as you pass out, you pop into the orb. Yep, you guys
Do we sleep?
take a long rest.
I lie awake,
Sure you-
or most of the night at least. I can't sleep. My mind reels with so many memories that I've buried, and I allow them to surface so that I can be filled with as much rage as possible.
Okay, you lie there, Gregor, for
Hours.
about 6 hours. It's roughly, it's roughly 2 hours before sunrise, and you finally drift into a very fitful sleep. Your dreams are wild and shapeless. There's no real story to them. There's nothing nothing but kind of a chaotic mess of colors. Suddenly, everything goes black, and you just hear a nefarious but familiar laughter. Brother. And you wake up.
I stand up. I put on my armor. I belt my sword to my waist. I slide out my sword, look at it, sheath it, walk out the door of the room.
Jaya is kind of in the lobby area, just munching on some breakfast. She's up
There's
early.
a lobby in the cafe.
No, it's
Oh,
so
like the
so
foyer.
in the great hall
Where we were.
where you guys had just fought. There's a massive table set out with there's a large contingent of soldiers.
Yeah, who's present?
There's about 50 members of the Terra Force. And the army in itself is really, it's not a large force. What they make up for or what they lack in numbers, they make up for in just ferocity on the battlefield, and skill.
I look over them all and nod approvingly.
They've all been kind of talking amongst themselves. Some of them are sitting, which does have not an immaculate, but a large breakfast laid out. It's very simple: bread, cheese, some sliced fruit, and like that kind of stuff. There's a lot of, enough to feed everybody present there, but it's not a feast.
I can only eat a little bit, and I smell the coffee, and then I remember udon, and I think I go back up to her room.
Oh yeah. Thanks. What are you doing this morning?
I don't say anything, and I think I just leave and go back down to
I
breakfast.
patch on the shoulder.
I don't really acknowledge it.
You guys, so you guys are all now down in the main room. The atmosphere is very somber.
Yeah.
When all the members of the Terra Force see you, Gregor, they all kind of like do a kind of like a fists on their hearts kind of salute to you. Not like an honoring some sort of hero kind of. It's not that.
Yeah, but just.
It's like a.
They've all been informed of what the mission
they're like,
is
what this-
and
yeah, what
this
this
We
means.
know who you are.
Got you.
We know what the situation is, and we're here. Much to everybody's surprise, everybody's gathered there now. From the far end of the room, the male dragon, Volante.
He's bringing our mail.
This is all I'm doing today, everybody.
He walks into the great hall from his side. He's a young dragon. He's not massive.
Yeah.
Still.
But I would say he's probably about 15 feet tall, maybe
Breakfast
10
dragon.
feet tall.
Shy comes out of my little bag and on my shoulder, just watching in awe at the dragon because she's just freaking out.
And he walks in, and I mean you hear his claws clicking on the stone floor, and he looks at you. He walks like straight up to you, Gregor, and he just says, For too long, Narcis has held any sort of power in this world. For too long, I have been afraid. For too long, we have done nothing. That ends today.
You're coming then.
And he looks at you, and with his inner eyelid, he does the best wink that a dragon can do. He winks at you, and there's kind of like there's a sound that escapes his throat that's it's like a satisfied laugh, not a joyous laugh, not a hilarious laugh, but like a let's do this kind of laugh.
Here we go.
Today you become a man.
He looks over at Zamu, and he nods, and Zamu kind of like pounds his hand on the table to get everybody's attention. The full Terra Force kind of snap to attention. The four of you look up with anticipation, and Zamu says, "Today's the day. Today is the day that we rid from our region an evil that is unlike the evil that has been a scourge on our lands. This is an evil that I feel responsible for.
I whisper to whoever can hear, probably like Finnegan, maybe. And what took them so bloody long?
There was if you guys recall from the last time you were in his presence in the palace with Narcis, he had a pretty decent force of his own, but if you also recall, those soldiers seemed to be under some sort of influence. Yes, and also they killed the dragon.
They just let him.
There's a level of fear. There's a level of when you feel like a failure.
Defeatist attitude.
Tail between your legs.
Low self-esteem?
Hopelessness.
There's just this act. The fact that it happened demoralized the whole of the Terra Force when it came to their attitude towards Narcis. I mean, it was just like soul shattering, and it's taken a long time to recover. But it was like the four of you and seeing you again, Gregor, was just kind of like, it was like that final kick in the pants that they needed to get their crap together. And so everyone is gathered around the table, and Zamu says, all right, here's the plan. And I imagine you guys told them about your previous encounter.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So here's the deal. Here's the situation. From what we can tell, the forces at Narcis's disposal, all, or if not most of them, are under some sort of influence, and we can't be sure that they are acting on their own, acting of their own volition. So we want to approach this with as few innocent casualties as possible. So, and he turns to you, Gregor, and he says, this is the plan that we've developed. Us, along with the dragon, are going to lay siege to the main door, the main gates of the palace, mainly in an effort to cause a massive distraction. And while this is happening, the four of you sneak in and find Narcis and take him out, and hopefully end whatever influence that he has on the forces in the palace.
Do you suspect he'll skip town? Or will he stay and defend his territory?
I think he is too cowardly for either. I think he will hide himself within the depths of his home.
He is a coward, but to simply hide under a table with his hands over his head, that's...
Should we be in the castle before the distraction starts?
Wait for the signal of our distraction.
I'd much rather fight head on than be at the head of the charge.
It didn't work so well last time.
But this time we have an army.
It is our belief that Narcis will not be leading his men. He will probably not even be fighting with them.
If we attack Narcis's army, we're not going to get to Narcis.
So, but if we get Narcis, then we don't have to worry about the army, because the moment his influence is eliminated, they will surrender. I understand.
Yes.
Oh, I was just getting excited about a pitch to battle. If I had known of this plan last night, I might have slept better. This sounds
fiction.
easy. I didn't gain the benefits of a long rest.
Do you want a quick short rest of bardic inspiration?
Also, I just realized I have no health potions.
A breakfast.
Super
So,
random.
I have one.
Do you get any extra health potions?
It would be in poor taste to charge us, sir.
I have 2 health potions.
Yeah, no, just as a courtesy gift, just from the home's treasury, you guys are all gifted 1 health potion each. So the plan is, while this distraction is being formed, you guys need to find a way to sneak into Narcis's home.
Okay.
4 hit dice I can recover. Okay. For a short rest.
Yep.
Here's 20. I get the exact.
Anything else we need to prepare before we head out?
I want to ask everybody a question, quick. This might be a bad time. How does everybody feel about those visions we had in the cave? Because, just a little bit of thinking, you don't think those were indications of the future in any way, do you? Because I saw a lot of not good.
I think it was put there
I
to
think-
scare us.
Yes, I think it was playing on our deepest fears.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think
Just-
any of it's real.
Okay. Because I was just thinking,
That'd be
if there was ever a time to turn back, I think we're gonna run out of chances pretty soon.
Whoever caused those visions has far more to be afraid of than we do.
Yeah, why else would they be giving us those visions, you know?
Sounds great. And I will lift up my hat of disguise, and the tattoo is no longer covered up. We're a band.
What?
We're in a band!
I show my glittery tattoo.
I give him a big hug and I like bring you guys all.
Aw.
We're in a band!
Okay,
Alright, let's go kill this.
Wait!
What?
I can't ask you to do this.
Oh, no,
Shut
we're
up.
coming.
I just did a scene!
Yeah! Come on.
Saddle up
Let's
my horse.
Let's ride out.
Whatever it's called.
Hide out and meet me. Okay, I slam my empty
It's-
coffee mug down on the table. We gotta ride to Pianta.
I picture
over.
Jiraiya is like leading the charge of all of us on my unicorn, just like Peter and Narnia. We're going
Yeah.
down the hill. We're going to war. So we're riding to Pianta, all Narnia style. As we're riding along, Jiraiya comes up beside Gregor and says, "Hey Gregor, I just feel like you're gonna need this back." And she gives Calla Lily like paper. Or Calla Lily.
Keep it.
But I think you need it more.
I'll find the real one soon.
I'll hold on to
Scene.
it for you.
Okay, so you guys are approaching, and Zamu comes up to you guys. You guys are now like pretty close to the city. I mean, far enough away that no one has seen you. He just says, "All right, this is where we part ways. We will head off just outside of the city on the west side, and we'll cause a distraction. You guys approach from the east. I trust you guys to find a way in.
What's your signal? What shall we wait for?
Wait for, I don't know, screaming and fighting and clanging and noise."
I'm gonna pretend you said you'll know it when you see it.
Didn't we sneak out of Pianta before?
You did.
Is that bartender dead?
Stella?
I have a good feeling that
Didn't you know
she didn't
her?
make it out of there.
That's where we
Okay.
came
I
from.
want to check on her.
Yeah, me too.
No, guys. DM moment. Just flashback to when you guys were leaving. You heard her die.
Oh,
Did we?
wow.
Yes.
I was hoping that was
I don't
ambiguous.
No.
But we did. She helped us get out. Maybe we
Yeah.
can go in
I'm back in my funk.
that way.
The guardhouse was not attached to the main palace.
Right.
Well, yeah, we had to like walk there in disguise to the bar.
But if into the city.
I have a spell called invisibility.
Oh.
Do we want to approach from the east end of town, or do we want to go through my secret path through the garden and then approach from the north?
Wasn't there also a secret tavern tunnel?
The way we
took
got out.
But can we get through town? But with
Yes, that's a
The
good
tavern
question.
was like
Will
right
we
next
be
to the
able-
guardhouse.
It'll get you close.
Okay.
Okay. Try it. If that idea sounds informed.
I just had a vision of this memory that we had.
That we shared. As a
They're so
group.
far and few that I wanted to
I
say
can
it.
cast invisibility on one person.
For yourself.
Are you sure?
I trust you more than me with matters of sneaking.
This
Or you or Dry, just not me. I'm
was going to say, friend, there's one person who's most important to get in there than any of us.
Yeah.
no. What's most
And you'll be
important?
most recognizable, won't you?
What's most important is killing Narcis, and I'm not the sneaky type. So whoever's more.
Do we have a hat of disguise? Or you do?
Oh, hat of disguise, and I have a disguise kit.
And I do as well.
So 3
And Shy can polymorph me into like.
She can
Something
polymorph
is-
you?
She can polymorph anyone.
What?
What does that mean?
Oh my god,
disguise.
Like, remember she
disguise.
polymorphed him into a mouse.
I forgot.
You can cast.
We've-
I go invisible. You disguise yourself. You disguise yourself, and Shy disguises you.
We've been the perfect infiltration force all this time.
Yeah.
Furniture installers. No one questions them. They can go anywhere they want. But seriously, if you ever
Oh,
want to pull
God.
off a heist, you're a furniture installer.
Oh.
I saw
So that's our cover.
a video today. It was like somebody said you can get into any venue if you just carry a ladder.
Oh my god.
Just let them go.
This
What?
is
Oh my god.
life
Oh my god.
hacks.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Hold on.
whoa.
Do you have a magical ladder?
Okay, first of all,
We need a ladder.
Give me a second.
where are we having this huddle? Like, this is
Probably
important.
outside
So we're
of town.
outside the
Horses.
walls still,
Yeah. We're just-
like by our horses.
Okay, yeah, so fork in the road, we've just split off from the army.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Okay.
What is it? What is it, Finnegan?
How are we entering in?
And I quickly create a 3-foot tall, folded in half ladder.
You're a genius.
Wait.
Can
Okay.
you whip me up a magical pair of overalls?
I can only
Aren't you
do.
gonna be invisible?
There's
I'll
one,
be invisible.
there's one object at a time, my dude.
So I think Shy can turn me
Okay,
into
so
like
if you
a
just so you know, if
Yeah.
you do try to walk in with the ladder, you are still gonna have to
smaller.
roll like a deception check.
Do it. Wait.
We're furniture installers.
So is there
With my costume kit and disguise kit, I'm like
Is
cutting
there a
things.
door
We're gonna get
to be
everybody
from?
killed.
that's not like the front door?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm
This is all
assuming there's
very-
What's like-
windows.
Where's like the like staff entrance?
There's a garden door.
And just so you guys know, all the windows are barred.
Of course they are.
He won't let Harry Potter go to school.
Why
so-
why don't we just all disguise to look like guards?
We lost those outfits.
Well, you yeah.
Maybe they were on their day off. They're coming in to get their check.
Wait.
It's
Casual?
casual Friday.
Yeah, exactly.
How many? So how many? Okay, so
I can be
you have a
polymorphed to
disguise
whatever.
hat.
Yep.
You have a disguise kit.
Mm-hmm.
Also have the invisibility.
Okay.
So I can go invisible.
Yeah.
You can turn into like
Whatever.
a
I
nondescript
could be
animal,
a
a
bird
rat,
or
a bird.
whatever.
I also have one illusion spell that I can burn on one person for a while. It's going to be tricky, I won't lie, but I can put an illusion around you
Oh.
unless some otherworldly force disagrees with
I
us.
feel safe
wait.
with just being invisible. I would offer to take the disguise, but this is too close to home. Even a disguise.
I agree.
No one knows who you
I
are.
agree. And when you pop back out as yourself, you have to look like yourself. When you
Narcis
stab that
has to know who it
period.
My
is.
eyes well with tears a little
Oh,
bit.
the
Mhm.
throat.
Guys, what are we doing? All right. I put on my overalls to
Here we go!
and like I have this like cap thing that like covers up my bald head,
Hard hat.
like a newsies hat.
A newsies hat. Yep, that's it. That's
So
it.
should I be a bird
That was
or
very good.
human mover person?
Birds aren't real.
Real?
The Narcissus drones!
Am I real?
Oh. now
How can
that's-
our eyes be real if mirrors aren't real?
You're real to me, Dryad.
I think a bird is a good idea.
And it'll be fun. You can fly.
That's true.
And if we, the three of us, get caught,
I'm good.
you're good.
If
You
the
can-
three of us get caught, summon the dragon and have him burn the whole place to the
I'm just gonna.
Please plan on bailing us
when
out.
you get through the door, I'm gonna
Wait a minute.
fly through it.
Why isn't the dragon burning the whole place to the ground?
He's a little
Um,
dragon.
well, side note, he's an acid dragon.
Why doesn't he melt?
Sizzling the whole thing.
Sizzle the whole place.
Because the
Okay.
next person who owns this joint, you know,
Which
that's
is
a lot
you.
of property damage.
Hint.
I'm not going to be the king of.
He's gonna bulldoze this whole place anyway. Uh-oh.
Wait a second.
He's gonna marry the princess, and they're gonna live happily ever after.
She could be dead.
Yeah, that's
Stop filling my head with hopes.
Okay, let's go.
Don't do that. Don't get me.
Okay, so for my sake, please tell me what your plan is.
Okay. Shy is polymorphing me into a small bird.
Okay.
And she's turning invisible, so
Okay.
it looks like it's just me flying, but we're both together.
I am going to be turned invisible by Udon.
Okay.
I'm just.
By a spell slot, is that what you have?
Yep.
Okay.
So I cast invisibility, and you can be invisible for up to an hour.
Great.
So should we do it closer in?
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
this
we
is-
should go into town.
And I think Udon and I are going to be doing the worst scene from Ghostbusters 2, where we just slip into a character who is supposed to be some schlubs.
Okay.
Yeah, you too.
You should be called Mario and Luigi.
There we go. Yeah, they know
Are
these
you-
guys.
Are you carrying a ladder? Is that the plan here?
yeah.
Plumbers.
Quick huddle, quick huddle, quick huddle. This is what the ladder looks like, and I make the ladder, and it is obviously sparkling and glowing and created from magical energy.
Yeah, polymorph is also an hour, so.
How about like a plunger?
Sounds great. I create a magical plunger.
Okay.
Through the tunnel? Secret tunnel! Secret
Okay,
tunnel!
yes. Where does the tunnel come out?
The tavern. The
So-
tunnel we came out of was outside of the city.
Yep.
When we left last time.
Oh,
A
was
secret
it like by a
underground.
rock or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
a
It's
tree.
like just hidden under a bush.
Oh, we find that again. Oh boy. Okay, I look at you guys and I love you all, and my eyes glimmer anime-esque, and we and I hop down into the dank
It
tunnel.
makes me think.
Yeah, I
We're
suppose
sneaking
that
through the
finishes the
tunnel. I
Yeah.
hope it's not locked.
Yeah.
So there would be something above the trapdoor that you would have to.
Okay.
They didn't move it after they killed her?
Okay, so you guys make it all the way through, walking in silence. It's a somber. You guys know that something is going to happen. And in all fairness, this is dangerous, and you guys realize that. This is a very important moment for you guys as a group, because for Gregor, this is very personal. For you guys, this is for Gregor.
And literally nothing else.
Literally nothing else.
No, this is very personal too. He gassed me. He
right.
knocked me
Yeah,
unconscious.
you got knocked out hard.
I forgot about that.
He knocked me out.
So
I don't
we
like
need to
that.
do like a strength something on the
Well, first,
to get out.
I want you to test the door.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And
Perception check then? Oh, I'm a bird. Never mind.
Yeah, I feel like
I'm a
we're doing
bird.
this. I feel like we're doing
Oh, no,
this
we
pretty
didn't cast it
quietly
yet.
at first.
Never mind.
Yeah. Okay.
Someone want to peek through?
We'll see
I
if it
can't.
opens.
Yeah,
I'm invisible.
We don't even.
You're
know.
invisible. We haven't done it yet. We
I'll
haven't done it yet.
keep-
We were waiting until we were in the city. Wait. We gotta get into the light.
No. This is fine. We have an hour.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
I'm invisible. Does
Wait.
it work? Does it work?
Invisible.
Gregor's gone.
All right. Nat 20 perception check.
Sheesh.
I'm not
by
even
lifting up the
rolling.
door. The trapdoor.
okay, so
What I want to do is lift up the trapdoor as tinily as I can and peek out to see what I see.
what happens is you press up against the trapdoor, and there's a lot of pressure against it. You feel like you could move it, but there's something there.
Strength check.
How do you
Push
do you
it?
just want to?
What do you think?
Hey.
Acid splash?
You're gonna burn through the door.
Or we could knock
Don't
on it
spell
with
slot.
our because we're
It's a cantrip.
plungers.
Oh, never mind then.
Oh.
we
Knock
could
on.
lie our asses off, you guys.
Knock.
I knock on it. Yes, are we
Okay,
cool with
okay.
that?
Yep.
Okay. Yep.
I back my invisible self away.
Yeah, gotta get in character.
Hey! Have you heard?
You be bird.
Okay.
I'm a falcon.
Hey, we found a bird down here.
Plungers were
Um,
what's the word?
Plumbers?
Plumbers.
We're plungers.
Plumbing doesn't exist. Plumbing doesn't exist.
Hi, we're here to invent plumbing.
Mayday.
Sorry.
You're why would guards be holding a ladder?
We're not guards.
Furniture installers.
We're furniture installers.
Yeah.
No, don't ask us where the furniture.
Maintenance.
Maintenance.
Okay.
Maintenance.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
trying to
Hey,
find-
we're
Alright, great. Yep.
Maintenance.
Yes.
Or knock on the trapdoor, and
And
you
I just
hear
have a cigarette.
you hear some heavy steps approaching the kitchen
Oi, took you long enough.
area.
Oh God. I'm just gonna let her take the
You
lead.
hear a
Him take the lead.
scraping.
Ooh, don't take the wheel.
You hear like a scraping, screeching sound as something is being moved, and the trapdoor rattles, and finally creaks
Come
open,
on.
and you guys look up and there's nothing there.
Oi! I crawl up.
And as you crawl up, and poke your head up above the ledge. You see, laying on the ground with their head in their hands like this, Andre, the thief from the dungeon that helped you guys escape.
Oh. Well, I feel a little stupid
We
now.
don't look like ourselves.
And he just says, "Who are you guys?"
We're maintenance.
Come on! And I
Yes,
gesture at
we-
myself.
So
Yeah,
but
are you short or does the hat make you tall?
I can't change my height besides, but beyond a foot.
You could be a child.
My invisible hands pluck the falcon out of the air, and I just
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah.
Does that make me hidden? If
it would, yes.
yeah, okay.
Take
I'm
your
scared. I'm
child
not trying to
to
hide you. I'm just scared.
And he just says,
take your child to work day, hey.
I would like for you to roll a deception check, please.
12.
Okay.
23.
Okay.
And I go, hey, where's Stevie? Stevie's the one who usually takes up our pre-orders here. He's supposed to be the one who orders up the permits. Come on,
what's
man.
his
Where's
last
Stevie
name?
supposed
What's
to
his
be?
last
God
name?
damn. Stevie Jaranovich. Where'd he go? man?
Bitch!
So, Andre looks at you two.
I feel like I just exposed myself with all the fake adult words I rattled off.
Smacking my head on the
Andre looks at the two of you, and he looks at you, and he's like, "You seem legit." He looks at you, and he's like, "You don't.
What?
You do not." And
It's my dang parent here, man. It's take a kid to work day. You're trying to insult my parent here, man.
What's wrong with you?
based on that, I'm gonna say you guys are trying to con me, which is funny, because there's nothing here.
I immediately changed tactics.
Yeah.
Hey, you got us, man! Yes! You're good. You're good. Do you remember?
Maybe. You look
Remember that one
different.
time?
I slip
We
him
were
a gold
both in
coin.
prison.
Now you remember us?
I yell up, "We're trying to kill Narcis!"
Give me the gold. Give me the gold. Give me the gold back.
He has pocketed it.
Dang it!
Please remove a gold piece from your inventory.
All right, that's from the party. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So
We were in prison together.
he's just like, I'm just messing with ya. I totally recognize you guys.
Rad dude.
So yeah, what are you guys doing in the old abandoned
Killing Narcis!
Sorry, I just spoke out.
Oh, is that Gregor fella?
I'm a ventriloquist.
He has multiple personalities.
Here's my identification and a statement of intent.
You have
And my resume.
multiple personalities.
Anyways,
Oh,
we're actually
Long
here
therapy sessions.
to.
Kill Narcis!
Yeah. Okay. So guys, I remember there were 4 of you.
What do you mean this?
I send you up at the trapdoor. Just fly. Just
I
get
fly
out
up
of here.
There's 2 of us and a bird that was in this mine shaft.
They're in the coal mine.
There we
Okay,
go.
guys. Do you want me to help you, or do you want to?
We want his help.
Well, to be frank,
Yeah.
if we can't fool you.
He's a thief. The DM planted him here to help us break in.
It takes
Yes,
one
thank
to know
you.
one.
Please, you're here for a reason.
Okay. So is it general consensus that you all trust me?
Yes.
Well, when you say
Ish.
it like that.
Ish.
Enough.
Enough.
Ish. Yes. Good. Maybe.
Yeah.
Put on these cloaks.
What's in it for you?
I don't like Narcis.
You've got a friend in me.
Put on these cloaks, and he gives you guys some cloaks.
I don't put it on. I'm
I-
invisible.
I put
peck at it.
Oh.
Oh wait, should I put it on? Well, so if I put it on, it will become invisible?
Yeah. But
Okay.
I mean, you literally don't need it.
Their invisibility.
It's just it's a disguise.
Oh, it's just this guy.
It becomes invisible with him because.
Yeah, take it. 'Cause
Okay,
it'll
I'll
be-
take it.
yeah,
I'll take it.
Okay.
Just in case.
And so he just says, guys, I knew you'd come back. I had to feel it, and ever since we lost the inn here, and the fine woman who owned it and ran it, I've been kind of watching out over the place, hoping that you guys would come back through here. So
You'll be commended for your vigilance.
Thank you. Honor among thieves, eh?
How's Chief Housing Commissioner sound to you?
Bird's just looking at you like.
A lot of money?
We'll talk.
Talking is good. That's what it's about, money. And so he just looks at you and he just says, "So, you guys want to go back to prison?"
I thought he was gonna say, "You wanna buy a watch?" Okay, sorry. Continue.
I'll buy a sundial.
Back to prison.
Let's go.
So we'll go back to prison? Alright.
How will that help us?
Just trust me. And he points to his temple. And he flips his hood over his head and he steps out of the inn and he looks around both ways. And he kind of starts swiftly walking across the street towards the guardhouse.
And we approach house.
I follow him.
I'm flying after.
Off we go.
Invisibly.
Yes.
Okay, as you guys get close, you hear from the other side of town a massive clamor. You hear a dragon roar, a jut of flame straight into the sky.
It's acid.
Never mind.
It's acid.
He's an acid dragon. You see a jut of just green, oozy liquid just spray into the sky.
Acid.
You hear, Hallelujah! Okay, so for the montage that's happening right now, that's the song that's playing. Yeah! Okay, but
as soon as that montage is over, it needs to be. I need to.
Yes.
Anyway.
Yeah, so acids go spraying everywhere. You hear the entirety of the Terra Force clanging their shields, and at this point, they're just making noise. No combat has started yet, but there's a lot of noise, and that is your cue. So you approach the guardhouse, and as you guys are getting close, you see one guard. You see one guard run out of the gate, run out of the door, and he turns back and he says, "You stay here. Somebody needs to stay here. I'm gonna go help and see what's going on." And he leaves.
I trip.
You got it.
He's
Okay, never
moving in the opposite direction of you guys. But now you guys, gleaning that information, you come to realize that there's probably one guard in the guardhouse right now. And you enter. And you all have the advantage of surprise right now.
And there are just guards in here.
There's one guard in there.
And it was a surprise.
Well, Andre's
We might as well.
Don't kill
leading
him.
the charge.
Don't kill him.
Honor's not leading the charge.
I mean, I don't care about killing that much, but as long as we.
Yeah, they're
He's-
brainwashed. Okay.
If they're easy enough to take down non-lethally,
I
we should do
suppose.
it. And
Yeah.
they're brainwashed.
I sneak up behind
Alright.
him and put a knife to his throat.
Okay. Well,
Check.
here we go.
Yeah, stealthy please.
9.
Can I quick cast a spell?
Yeah.
All right, I cast sleep.
What?
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Give me a sec.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem. What's his HP? Is it less than 21?
Yes.
He's asleep.
Okay.
He's asleep for 1 minute. Udon,
So he
spend this wisely.
So he the guard turns when he hears Udon enter, and he's just about to like pull out a sword. "Oi, what's all this up then?" And and right as he's like halfway pulled his sword out, he just woo. And just-
To do this spell, Finnegan just thrusts his hand up in the air and goes, "Mr. Summer, bring me a dream."
he falls to the ground. He falls and he hits his head on the corner of the table.
Oh, yeah.
He
not gonna die.
he's thoroughly knocked out.
Oh God.
His helmet is dented into his head, but there's no blood.
We're the good guys.
He's just not gonna wake up probably until tomorrow.
Now we.
Well, that's brain damage.
Can I
And
quick search his body for...
yeah, absolutely.
Knock
Or-
him down.
14
Yeah.
on the body. Yeah, you find I don't know. You find like 10 copper pieces.
That's
So
why.
2
That's some
copper
goodies.
pieces.
Yeah.
2 cover me.
3 copper pieces.
Okay. So now Andre walks in, and he pulls the door open that leads the ladder down into the dungeon, and he follow me, guys, and he climbs down into the dungeon.
I don't recall this leading anywhere in particular.
And he pops his head back out. He said, "Do you trust me?"
Not
Investigation.
insight. check.
Insight.
If you have to ask that a second time.
Yeah, but you guys were standing there questioning him.
That is a 21 insight for me.
I got
Okay.
6, so.
You, yeah, you just trust him. No, you just don't know what to think.
Okay.
You're kind of whatever. But you can tell this guy's weird.
But he wants Narcis
But
gone.
he wants Narcis gone.
Okay, I go down.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think we're just gonna follow Gregor then.
Okay.
Can't see me, but you. I
Oh yeah.
we don't-
stomp my feet.
But we don't hear your comments from behind us, so you must be gone.
You guys are all gathered now in the middle of this dungeon room, and if you guys remember, it was pretty small. I think there were six holding cells in all.
This is where we were kept.
That's where we found this guy, though.
That's where you seduced that one guard.
Yeah, that's right. You knocked him
That's
out.
right!
Yeah.
Seduce
That
the
was
guard.
amazing.
And you turned into a mouse.
Yeah.
For no
That's
reason.
Yeah! Oh, memories.
No, good times. Hey!
Sorry, Andre, we just had a lot of life in this room.
You say to the guy who's literally spent half of his time living in this town in this prison.
Yeah.
But he just
Actually,
says,
if this is the prison, that means this is where.
Oh.
What?
Aren't cow?
The really dark stuff from
Yeah.
that story happened? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, dude.
I forgot I wrote all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really sad and dark.
Andre doesn't have any reason to know that, though.
No, but I do.
And he turns to you guys.
Do we at this point? Yeah, you told us, right?
I don't know if I
I
told you
think-
guys the details.
Okay.
Did I?
Like the abridged
think-
version, I think.
Well,
when
I
you're
think
on
you
the highway.
alluded to it in
I probably used the word defiled. That
Yes.
she
Yes.
she
I
and I were
remember.
both defiled by Narcis.
Yeah.
but
I remember
I'd
that
left
word
it to your
specifically, yeah.
imagination. So
I'm gonna try to fly and find your invisible shoulder to sit on.
you miss.
Can I do a perception to find his...
Sure.
I pluck you out of the air. So
Okay.
Because you just spent while you guys were kind of gathering down there, you spent 5 minutes just kind of flapping and then stopping and just plummeting to the ground,
no.
flapping, trying to find the shoulder.
So withdraw.
So Andre, he's looking at you guys and kind of he's smiling in a not in a creepy way, but in a you guys are a family.
in a King Boomy way.
Yes. He takes a moment, looks at all of you, nods, and he steps back all the way to the far wall. He reaches up into a moss, kind of a big mossy spot, sticks his hand into the wall, jumbles around, pulls his arm out a little bit, and you guys feel or you guys notice kind of a bunch of dust kind of move in the room. It sprays right into your face.
Oh, God.
And
That was on purpose.
there's a door suddenly that forms in the side of the wall. And it it's kind of
Like the National Treasure when he's leaning on the wall and it pops in.
a little bit.
It's
Like in that episode of
my head.
Scooby-Doo, where...
And it kind of swings in a little bit.
It really be nuts.
And doors open, and Andre looks at you guys and he says, "This leads into the manor."
That's my bird noise.
I go
And you all
I'm just a hovering
you,
bird.
you rush past Andre,
Mm-hmm.
and
Well, I'm gonna stop and get a specific location of where which room it's going to be.
This is why you're the thinking guy.
and he just says, "So you asked this to him specifically?"
Yeah, I said where in the manor specifically.
Okay.
So.
And he just says, he puts his hand on your shoulder and he says, "The basement, where all the fun stuff happens." And he turns around and he walks back up the ladder and he leaves.
The fun stuff?
That's awful.
The fun stuff?
Good lord. Oh my god.
Oh, I'm a bird.
Yeah. Do you guys walk all the way
I do.
to the basement?
Yeah.
Maybe we are the chosen ones.